Hello, everybody out in the internet land webs. My name's Joey Chang. I go by CelloJoe, and I'm on the line with Heather Normandale. Hello, Heather.
Cheers.
We're
How are you
here,
doing?
we're here for our second weekly music business artist coach session. I'm an artist coach. I'm actually just an artist myself, and so we're talking about how to level up the Heather Normandale experience on the internet, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We were
Great.
last week we were in the weeds with the bandcamp.com subscription slash VIP member slash fan club option. So let's check in with that. How would the
Yeah.
process go on that?
So I was working on that, and I was very inspired to just it's on this computer. Hold on. To finalize that and put it into motion, but I had a little bit of anxiety about follow through.
Okay.
I also was looking at some things that I needed to update and fix on my Bandcamp account. Like some songs from older CDs are missing, and there's a few little things here and there. But what I was like stuck on is that I didn't make a video. Although I know I can do something super simple for that. And
Wait, you're stuck on making a video to introduce it?
yeah,
Okay. Did you
I
try?
I just didn't do it yet because I wanted to think out the tiers, and I was having trouble with deciding what the tiers were because I wanted one of the tiers to include like voice coaching and voice work, like as a little class for subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
like a monthly recorded practice session,
Okay.
and that because that would be fun. There's a number of people that are interested in that, but sometimes weekly, I find for certain people, weekly commitments are overwhelming. And so something that was more like monthly or twice a month would be good for this type of situation. But, anyways, yeah, I just kind of was thinking too much about it, and then I paused it. So I haven't really seen it, but it really is like this close.
Okay. Well, you know what they say.
I remember what you said is go for it.
Yeah, and it's more of like that minimal viable product sort of
Yeah.
philosophy, I think, is here because, you know, there's I find this happens to me too. Like when I'm like, oh, I gotta send out an email newsletter to all my people on my email newsletter, right? I can
Yeah.
do that. It'll only take me like 30 minutes. And then once I start doing it, I'm like, oh, wait, I actually have to make the event page for the event that's happening in 2 weeks before I send out the email newsletter. Otherwise, I'm not going to have the link to share with the people. So then I go down that rabbit hole. I'm like,
Yes.
making this event page. Oh, I can do this in 15 minutes. And like 2 hours later, I'm like, why am I still in Photoshop making a graphic for an event?
Right.
And I thought I was going to just get this done. So watch out for that rabbit hole of everything has to be perfect before I launch this. Like, I have to have the perfect tiers and it has to be well thought out. Just like I said last week, just make it completely arbitrary. I made mine 5, 10, 20 when I launched it and nobody signed up and I was like, huh, 5, 10, 20 is not working. All right, 3, 5, 10. Because then I was like copying what somebody else had done. Like I saw Dirtwire, their only tier is $3 a month. They only have one tier. There's only one option. So when you take away options, maybe it makes it easier for people to just say yes. Like if you start with just one tier and it's $1, then see how many people sign up. then I don't know exactly how it works with changing your tiers. Like maybe if people signed up at $1 and then you change it to $3 or $2, like you lose all those people and they have to re-sign up. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's better to have that option available and let people know that they can do it and just see if anybody signs up.
Okay.
So um I wouldn't worry too much about the how much should it be for people to join the monthly singing class. I just wouldn't worry about it too much. I think it's more important that you just launch it, see if anybody signs up. If nobody signs up, then start changing your tiers around
Mm-hmm.
and figuring out what the value proposition is. I think the most important thing is like, with marketing and advertising and all these like people talking about running ads and stuff, they just make three different options of an ad, right? And then they actually run the three different options. And then they look at the analytics, like which one got the most clicks, which one got the most conversions. You know, they look at the data after they've already run three ads.
Yeah.
So with the subscription thing, it's like just run the subscription, start it off with one tier, or start it off with three tiers. It doesn't matter really what you do, it just matters that you do it because you're going to look at the data a week later and a month later. But you're not going to be able to look at the data a week later or a month later if you never launch it.
Yeah.
So I would say, the most important thing is not how much to charge for your high price tier. The most important thing is to have that video done and push publish on the subscription idea. And
Oh,
then
and so you have to have the video to publish it, right?
no,
No. Oh, okay.
when you're in the Bandcamp subscription setup, right underneath where the button is that says publish, if you don't have a video, they pop up some text that says, "Are you sure you want to publish this? We highly, highly, highly recommend you have a video before you publish this." But you could publish it and then you could add a video later.
Yeah.
The thing is that it's when you launch it, it sends out an announcement to all the people that follow you on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So you do want to do it right the first time
Totally.
and have a video. But as far as the tiers go, you can really do whatever feels right for you. Some people are going to start with their tier at minimum $10 a month. Because they're looking for that $120 from each person that signs up. Because in their head,
Mhm.
you know, that's the value proposition. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to play around with the $1 a month people because I'm not going to find enough people. I want to get
Right.
$110 a month people. There's other people that are like, I'll set the tier at $1, so I'll try and get 1,000 people that are doing $1.
Mm-hmm.
It hits the same target goal of $1,000 a month from your subscriptions. So let's right now just decide, what are you going to do? What is the tier situation that you're going to launch with? And then just commit to it. And also, I also would say that, we should really have a commitment to have a date that this is going to launch. Like you have until Saturday at noon. That gives you the rest of today, it gives you tomorrow, and it gives you the morning of Saturday. But regardless of whether you're ready or not, it's going to launch.
Okay.
Let's pick a day, let's pick a time. It's that's it's like you have to push publish by that time, no matter what. Whether you have a video, whether you have your tiers, you're gonna have to push publish.
Okay. Saturday at noon. Let's say that.
Okay, so it's gonna launch Saturday at noon, and then then there's gonna be some days before Thursday at 2:30 next week where you're gonna see whether people saw your message, whether they've discovered that they can subscribe to you.
Maybe I'll do a $1 tier and a $10 tier, and the $10 can be the one that includes the voice session, and the $1 can just be like you're in the subscription club and you get to see videos that I release first.
Yeah,
You know, something that's like simple like that.
that's great. Psychology of marketing is that most people choose the middle tier. If you have a digital product, I'm sure you've clicked through on some ads where people have a marketing funnel where they have an ad that gets your attention, right? Pre-roll before a YouTube clip or something, or in Instagram, and you just were like, "Oh, that looks cool. It's like funny." Like the squatty potty thing, right?
Yeah.
So then you click through, and then there's like a sales page, right? And usually on these digital products, you'll scroll down, you read all this stuff explaining all about it, all the benefits to you, and why you should be buying it. And then down at the very bottom, they always have either vertically or horizontally. And when you're signing up for like a software as a service subscription, they're always like, here's the basic membership. It's $9.99. Here's the premium membership. It's $19.99. And here's the deluxe ultra platinum package for $29.99.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll have like a little green check mark that says most popular on the middle one. So think about that. If you're gonna just be arbitrary, you might as well have a $5 tier. If you're gonna do 1 and 10, you might as well just put a 5 in there and then make up some kind of thing that is why people would do a $5 tier.
Or do a $15 tier, but no one's gonna sign up for that.
How do you know? This is
Funnel people $10 one. I have no idea.
this is what's crazy to me, okay? If people derive value and benefit from going to one yoga class, I'm talking like before the COVID stuff, and you go to yoga class, you pay $20, and you spend 1 hour to have somebody tell you how to breathe and how to move your body, right? They spent $20 on that 1 hour, and you're offering something that's on a monthly basis of them paying $15. So they're getting the value of whatever you're putting out in that month for that $15. You know, people spend $100 to have ClassPass per month.
Mm-hmm.
To go and do classes. People spend all kinds of money on stuff that's valuable to them. So it's all about how you describe it. You know, people always use this language when they're selling online, and the language is, I'm sure you've heard this. For the price of a cup of coffee, you get blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put the tier at $20, and you could say for the price of one yoga class, you can get access to whatever it is that you promise. One hour over video, voice yoga class with me. Like, why would you not have the confidence to ask people to do that? I mean, if you were gonna
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Look, if you were
what I was gonna do for like 10, but if I do for 15, then I have to. It's just thinking of the different options.
Just choose a high number. Don't sell yourself short. Just do $20. See who signs up. But in your language, in your description, the written description of like what you're offering, explain that people spend $20 on a yoga class. If you were gonna like have an in-person voice singing circle, like voice yoga thing, how much would you charge if you were doing it in person and it was once a week and you were meeting at like a community center or something?
Like one-on-one or in a group?
In a group.
In a group, I'd probably do a sliding scale, like 10 to 20
Okay, so
or 30 or something.
yeah, so how is this any different from that? You even have
True.
you even have a
Sliding scale.
you even have a sliding scale. So you just have to get a little bit more clear on the sliding scale is not actually sliding. It's a fixed sliding scale where you have 3 different tiers and you can't offer more than that. On Patreon you could.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. You can allow them to pay extra if they want on
Yeah.
Patreon.
And on Bandcamp, it's actually you can allow people to pay extra. I think there's an option in there that's like let fans pay more if they want.
Yeah, it does say that fans can pay more if they choose.
Yeah. So I mean.
Okay. Well, now I feel more clear. Saturday at noon, 3 tiers.
But what are the tiers? What's it really going to be? $1 and $10, or are you going to have 3 tiers? Or
Well, why don't I do 1, 10, and 20?
okay.
And I mean, originally I was thinking of doing the voice sessions twice a week, and 20 could be for the twice a week, and 10 could be, I mean, not what twice a week. It was going to be twice a month, and community classes on Zoom.
Yeah.
And 10 could be once a month. And the 1 would be the new release material. Like I have a bunch of videos that I have not released that I, send to the folks on the subscription first.
Makes perfect sense. And that those are people that just want to support you.
Yeah.
They're your fans. They're the people
Yeah.
that seen you play live, or they know you and they just want to support you.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And then intro video, less than 5 minutes. It could be longer, but why make it any longer? I mean, people are super oversaturated these days. Try to do something that's funny, that stands out, that's short and sweet and to the point. Like I said, the Dirtwire one, it's them on a Zoom call and it's literally 20 seconds long. And like they're kind of saying it like in a really jokey sort of way. They're just like, subscribe to us for $30 a month. I'll teach you how to play jaw harp. I'll work with you on your emotions, songwriting, and I'll show you. I don't know, even remember what the third person said, but that's it. That's all it is. I mean, you could literally make this intro video in 1 minute with your phone, sitting in your room going like this. Hey guys, I'm offering a subscription service. Sign up for voice yoga classes or get all my latest stuff for free or whatever. I don't know. That's all it has to be. Don't overthink it.
Okay, I won't overthink it.
Be yourself and be funny, be personable, or don't be funny. Just be yourself. Like just say, I'm Heather Normandale and this is my subscription service. I'm going to do twice a month yoga voice lesson. What do you call it?
Voice yoga of sound, yoga, voice yoga.
Twice a month voice yoga sessions where you can learn how to sing like an angel like me. And if you subscribe at the $20 tier, and just think about it, $20, you spend that on a yoga class. Come on. However you want to pitch it,
Yeah.
If it's taking you a really long time, you might be doing it wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because keep in the back of your mind that you can always change that welcome video. You could always spend hours and hours in crafting the perfect thing later. But what needs to happen before Saturday at noon is a short 1 to 2 minute, 3 minute video that's just you saying hello to your fans. It's not for the general public at this point, you know? It's like the people that have already supported you just want to see your face and hear you say, I'm offering this. That's it. So what else is there that's holding up the launch at noon?
Um, Nothing.
Nothing. So
Yeah.
it's super done. Like you just have to make a 1 to 2 minute video and describe what you have to have you written out, have you typed out the message
I
that
typed out all the other info. Oh, right. And I wanted to get a different photo. I realized that I didn't have the right hard drive hooked up to this and had old photos on this one. So I had a better photo.
so photo, a video, you have all the text written. Do you have the text copied in a separate document that's like saved as a Word doc or like a Google Doc? Or
No.
I would recommend not typing it right in that form, because if your computer crashes or the web browser crashes, you can lose everything you type. So type it in like a text edit document or a Google Doc or something that's going to be saved offline, and then just paste it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. There's the tiers, which you've already pretty much decided, 1, 10, and 20. And then um, that's it. There's nothing else, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. So that's going to happen. And then I would say right after you launch it on Saturday, follow it up with an email newsletter, where the whole point of the email newsletter is just, I have a subscription on Bandcamp. And concomitant with an email newsletter announcing it, you send out an Instagram post that is your video of you talking about your subscription service on Bandcamp, and you change the link in your Instagram bio to your Bandcamp subscription service, so that when you post the same video that you posted to your Bandcamp subscription service page is in your Instagram feed, and in the text description there it says, check the link in my bio, or check my profile link, so that it's super easy, because people can't click links in Instagram, but if they go to your profile you can have one link. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to do all that? You know what I'm talking about?
That, yes, in your Instagram bio, you have the option to list your website, and you're saying to change it from my website to the subscription link for Bandcamp.
Yes, for now.
Mm-hmm.
For the next foreseeable little while.
Yeah, just to push things towards there.
Yeah. So that when people go to your profile, they can click the one link that goes to your subscription service.
Yeah.
All right. So you know how to get to that.
Yeah.
All right. For people that don't, it's the profile. You go to Instagram, it's the bottom right-hand corner. It's a picture of yourself. You tap that, and then you'll see on the screen, edit profile. When you do that, you can edit your website. Okay, so when you post on Instagram, it's going to also go to Facebook.
Yeah.
But it's not going to have the same kind of post as if you post that video natively on Facebook. So you should go to your artist page on Facebook. You should upload the same exact video that you've put so much effort and time into
20
crafting. A 20-second pitch for people to give you money on a monthly basis. You put that on Facebook
Yeah.
as a, you upload it as a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the description of the video, you have the link that goes to your Bandcamp subscription. So it's all about putting these things out that are funneling everybody to go to Bandcamp and subscribe to you. That's like your, where you're trying to get people to support you. You know, that's like, this is the whole point of social media. I think it's like people discover you, right? And then your feature video is you saying, now that you've discovered me, come be a subscriber of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, you know, there is a strategy that maybe you want to make a like a bio video, or like a video that has you performing live with you talking at the camera, with you doing all the other cool stuff that you do.
Like a demo reel.
Yeah.
I actually have been going through this immense amount of video files that I have from, I actually found one of you and me at a wedding that had, there was some nice material that I was like, I don't remember ever seeing this, but it was from like years ago. But I have a demo reel started, like a version of it. And so I have some good stuff to pull from that I just looked at. So it's good timing for that.
So here is another thing that we need to do with this whole coaching and like why this is valuable for us to meet once a week. Saturday noon, Bandcamp subscription launch.
Yeah.
The following Saturday, which would be May 23rd.
Yeah. What's up with that day?
That is the date that you're going to have the updated video, or like the alternate video, the demo reel video done. So, because if you don't have a deadline, that is a project that will just go on and on and on, because you're like, oh, this, it's good, but it's not quite there yet. I just need to, you know, find that one video from that show in France that I did in 2010, and then I'll be done with my demo reel. You know what I mean? So, so whatever you have is what, you know, whatever you can get done in the next week to put together a demo reel that's driving traffic to your subscription service on Bandcamp. That's when you're going to upload that demo reel, and it's going to be a multi-purpose video. First of all, on Saturday, this Saturday, the 16th, you're going to have just that short little one that you're just like, boom, boom, boom. I just have to have something for Bandcamp subscription. And that's going to go up on your Instagram, on your Facebook. You're going to put it on YouTube. You're going to put it on the Bandcamp subscription page. So it's going to be in 4 places right there. And then a week later, you're going to put you're going to update the video. You're going to put a video that has you playing live, has you playing just in your living room. And it's going to be a really short, tight, good video, like a 1 to 2 minute video where you just say, hey, I'm Heather Normandale, and this is my music. And then it's like you playing in this place, you playing in that place. Then you come back. I'm inviting everybody to become my subscriber on Bandcamp for blah, 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 this much money. More videos of you playing, riding bikes, doing cool stuff. Comes back to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you can, you know, support me on Bandcamp, on my Bandcamp subscription. and then a little bit more music, and then out. 1 to 2 minutes. Demo reel. And then by next Saturday at noon, that's when you're going to post that video on your Facebook page, on your Instagram, on your YouTube channel, and you make it the featured video on your Facebook page. And of course, whenever you post these videos, you have to share the video to your page and write a little something like, hey guys, I made this cool demo reel with footage from all these different places, and it's an invitation for you to become a subscriber. So the messaging just keeps on coming, because people are not going to just sign up when you tell them to do it once.
Right.
It's like the reason why advertising starts to work is because people hear the same message 7 times, 10 times, 20 times. Think about yourself. Has there been anything that you've bought because you saw an ad for it?
Yes.
Okay, well, what was that thing?
What was that thing? Sometimes clothing items.
Okay, clothing item.
Advertise them.
So where did you see that ad, or how did you hear about it? What was the first ad that you saw?
Probably Instagram.
Okay, so you're scrolling through Instagram, you saw the ad for the clothing thing. You were like, "Oh, cool, I like that. Shop now." Did you buy it?
Nope.
No. You're like, you hit shop now, you looked at it, you're like, "Oh, it's pretty expensive. It's really cool, but it's pretty expensive. X." You're out of it. You're scrolling again. Days go by, right? Then you're scrolling in Instagram, or maybe you're looking at Facebook, or maybe you're whatever it is you're doing. And then that same ad, maybe like a slightly different version of it, but you recognize the company name. And you're like, oh yeah, that company. I kind of do want to get one of those things, but they're really expensive. And you skip it, right? But after it happens like 5 to 10 times, your mind has been thinking about it subconsciously for this whole time, this period of weeks where it keeps coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you're like, I do want to get one of those sweaters. I have enough money to afford it, and I really like it, so I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get it. So it's the same thing with your subscription. People aren't going to see it and then go, oh, this is totally worth it. $20, I can just spend that on voice yoga. There's going to be a couple people that might do that, right? But the vast majority of people are going to be like, that sounds really cool. I really do want to work on my voice. And I know Heather's like a great singer, but $20, I don't know. But if you keep popping up in their feed, and the first time it's just like, here's my new intro video for my Bandcamp thing, and it's looking like you just kind of hacked it together in 2 days because that's really what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
They're like, she's so cute, and I really like her, but I can't subscribe for $20 a month. It's too much money. And then the next time you come around, you're like, remember me? The person that's playing banjo in this video, and then playing mandolin in this video, and then I'm playing guitar in this video, and then I'm riding my bike with my instruments and saving the world. For me, well, I'm still offering that subscription, and it's just the price of 1 yoga class. Come on, you go to 4 yoga classes in a month all the time, or at least you did before COVID. You come on and join.
You know, all the money you're saving.
Yeah, just join me on this trip that we're gonna take through a vocal voyage through your inner psyche. Just try it. And you can cancel at any time. And they're like, yeah, I do want to do that, but it's really tight right now for money. I have to save my money for that sweater that I saw on Instagram. And then a week later,
I really like a vocal voyage through your inner psyche.
You can feel free to
But
for incorporate whatever you want. And then, but then like a few days after that demo reel video comes out, which is just going to come out on 23rd of May,
mhm.
you know, like on the 25th on Monday, you hit them with, here's a 2-minute sample of what the vocal voyage through your psyche training class pass is like.
Oh,
Here's a 2-minute teaser of the hour-long monthly vocal warm-up routine that I've developed through my proprietary yoga third eye opening practice that I learned from the yogi man in the cave of the Himalayas when I was there, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain how it is, why you're an authority, why people should trust you in your vocal training, and then that is the third time that they've heard you say become a subscriber of the Bandcamp page, and they've been offered like 3 different ways that they should think about it and the value of what you're offering. 3 different ways that you've communicated. Like, first you're just like, just join my Bandcamp subscription so you can do this vocal yoga thing. The next time it's like, look at how many places I've played and how awesome I am at playing music and singing, and I'm also saving the world with my bicycle riding tours with music and so on and so forth. And then they see that and they're like, oh, she's so cool. And then a couple days later, they're like, you're like, oh, here's a excerpt from the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing in this exclusive club that you can join for the low price of $20 a month, which is what you'd pay on one yoga class. So you might as well just, commit to meeting with me for once a month, and you'll have a month worth of vocal practices, vocal exercises that you can do for that whole month until the next time that we meet, where I'll have all new exercises and all new songs for you to learn. And you just keep doing that strategy, consistency, consistently. You're just like coming out with new creative ways to remind people that they can be a subscriber.
cool.
I mean, if we were gonna just take 2 minutes and brainstorm, what are some other posts or what are some other ways that you could communicate to people creatively about why they should be a subscriber, or ways to get people to go to your Bandcamp subscriber page. I'll start. You just post a video of you playing a song in your living room. And in the beginning, you just say, this is my song number 2. And then you play the song. And at the very end, you go, by the way, if you want to get all my latest releases before everybody else does and support me as an artist, you can join my Bandcamp subscription page for as little as $1 a month. That's
Cool.
only the price of 3 coffees at Starbucks for the year. Something like that.
One question that I have. So about getting the releases before anyone else does, how does that work? Does that mean that when I'm uploading new music to Bandcamp,
You mark
that are
subscribe.
they gonna add like new questions for me, like release to your subscribers on this date and release to general public on this date?
I think you can make it a subscriber only thing that you post, and then you just put in your calendar a month later, release to public, whatever track.
Got it. Okay.
But I don't know, actually. I mean, Bandcamp might have a more sophisticated a way of doing it. I actually haven't messed around with it much myself because I just started it. But in any case, it could be as simple as making a reminder for yourself to make it released to the public, or it could be that they have a release to the public on this date option. I'm not sure. But let's get back to what I was saying, which is how to creatively keep dripping out the content that's driving people to your subscriber page.
Yeah.
So I came up with one idea that was playing a song and then telling people. What's one of your ideas?
I could also have, and I could do a video of I could do a couple different 2-minute sample videos that have different aspects of the class, because it wouldn't be just one type of thing. It would be like at least 3 different types of ways to work with the voice. One would be like meditative, and one would be more like ear training, and then one would be kind of like using the content and message of your music as a way to focus your mind. Like, so one would be like with the sound, one would be with the lyrics, and one would be kind of like ear training. But having like, I could do like 2-minute samples of each style.
And I think once you do those videos with each of the 2-minute samples of the 3 styles that you just came up with,
Yeah.
be at fork, and you're gonna be able to drill down on each one of those and have 2 aspects of each of those 3. You know, like it's like a fractal. It just, once you make one video, you go, oh, there's this other thing that's kind of related to that, but slightly different.
Yeah.
And so those 3 videos that you just talked about can actually turn into 6, can turn into 12, can just keep going down a rabbit hole of small little tidbits. Okay, here's my idea. You get a few friends, you set a date, you create a Zoom with, I don't know, 5 people so that there's 6 boxes, or 8 people so there's 9 boxes, and you do like a 20-minute or 30-minute Zoom that's basically exactly what you're offering on a monthly basis for your subscribers. You do it for free because it's your friends, and you just get them on there. You record it, or you go live from Zoom like we are right now. And you do a short version, like a 20-minute version of the hour-long class. And that serves as like your testimonial, kind of like these calls are for me, my artist coaching video call service or whatever. You know, you have the content now. You have the 9 boxes of the Zoom call, and you have that video. And you can take little snippets of that video that you did for 20 or 30 minutes. You could even do a whole hour. And you could make that the first back catalog of vocal classes that you have available to your subscribers. Now you actually have something that you're offering only to your subscribers. It's a video. It's a Zoom call of you teaching the class, so they get it right away. They are already getting value as soon as they become a subscriber. And then once you have that, you can post snippets of the video, but you can also just you can do a screenshot and take a picture of the Zoom meeting. You know, like hold down Command-Shift-3 on a Mac and it does a screenshot. Or you can do Command-Shift-4 and then you select what you want to share. Like I'm doing it right now. Boom, I have a screenshot of us, just this exact window that you're looking at and I'm looking at. And then you share that picture. And you just write a little thing like, here's a picture from the vocal yoga class that I did yesterday with my friends such as Jim and Paul and Mary and Grace, and we explored our psyches through the lens of sound, through our voices or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Write a little thing, and then at the end, and then in that picture, you share a link that is your Bandcamp subscription. So right there, that's like a whole bunch of posts that you generated by spending a little time organizing your friends to all meet on Zoom for 1 hour or 30 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it is. And then you're teaching the class or you're doing the thing that you're offering. So, and then you have little snippets of that to share as you go along to promote more people to come and join your subscription.
Cool.
We only have a few minutes, and what I wanted to say was I was listening to this podcast called Made It in Music, and they had a guy that was a playlister for Spotify in Nashville.
Uh-huh.
He was responsible for 90 playlists, and mostly in the Christian music category. So not really in our zone, but he had something really important to say that I thought was important to share with you, and that was new artists or not like really well established artists or people that don't have a ton of fame.
Uh-huh.
What's really crucial is to release music a lot and consistently and more regularly than a famous artist. Like a famous artist might do like one album a year or something, right? And he said that what's more important is that for somebody that doesn't have a lot of fame or followers is to just keep on a schedule of consistent releases, which means you have to work extra hard to have a song done, ready to go on digital distribution and fully released out. Put it up on your Bandcamp, get it on Spotify, get it on SoundCloud, get it out everywhere, and do it on a consistent basis. You decide what it is. Is it going to be every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 months? Whatever it is, stick with your schedule and try to put out more stuff consistently.
Cool, I can do that.
Yeah, so that was crazy advice to me. I was like, I put out one album in 2013 and one album in 2018. Like, major slacking.
I know, me too. I have so much music that I could record that I should just do it all once a month.
I think it's important to just go step by step, like release a single every month or release a single every 2 weeks. And getting on that consistent schedule, your Bandcamp's going to start filling up with all these singles.
Yeah.
After you do 10, put them into an album. You know what I mean? There was one other thing that I really wanted to say before we go. I'm just having a brain fart right now. What was it? Well, that was a really important thing that I heard on that podcast that I wanted to share.
Yeah. What was the name of that podcast?
Made It in Music.
Oh.
It's out of Nashville. If I can think of the next thing, I'll try and follow up with you on a text or something. I forget what it was. That one was really important, though.
Okay.
I'll see if I can think of the other thing. Well, now you have a schedule. We're at 3:30, so we both got to go. But you have a schedule. You have the deadlines that are coming up on the 16th and on the 23rd.
Oh, where did I go? Yes, I got that.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for meeting with me, Heather, and thanks to everybody that's tuning in, if there is anybody tuning in. And we'll be back next week at 2:30.
Thank you, Joe.